My part's about to come up. Forget about day. Forget about day. Sunday, no. Sunday, no. Yes. 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 All right, for real though, let me stop this before we never ever get started. What's going on, everybody? I haven't seen you guys in a while. Do you miss me? Yes, I miss you. Miss you for real. Okay, so for those of you who do not know me, my name is Juanita, and I am the CEO of 7th Avenue. I am a realtor and a financial educator. I also own a growing technology company called GoTex Technology. I've helped over thousands of families with their financial goals, whether it was to purchase a home or to fix their credit or whatever the case may be. I was able to get it done. Okay. Everything that I come here and talk to you guys about is from experience, either my experience or my client's experience. So it's always going to be straight 100. I believe very strongly that if you're not living it, you don't have the ability to talk about it, right? If you're not in it, or if you are, let's say, what am I trying to say? You know what I'm trying to say. So what am I trying to say? I believe if you're not living it, then you are not qualified to talk about it, right? If you haven't done it before, if you just read about it, then you're not qualified. Okay. You have to have been through something, right? If you're married, you're not going to get advice from someone that's not married. If you are not saving, you're not going to get money advice from someone who doesn't have $1 in their account. Okay. So you just wouldn't understand. So if you're not budgeting, if you're not doing any of those things, I would not want to take advice from you. So I wouldn't want you taking advice from me if I wasn't doing the things that I'm telling you to do. All right. So today I am actually going to be talking about a few things that has been on my mind. Like I said, I'm not going to take up too much time because I actually am focusing on my word of the year. And my word of the year is completion. And the reason why I chose completion is because it is so easy to start something. Oh my God, did you hear my stomach? Like, it just was growling. Like, I ate dinner and that's crazy. Okay, all right, I'm getting off topic. Anyways, I chose completion because it's so easy to start something and it's a struggle to try to keep it going. It's a struggle to try to be consistent. It's a struggle to try to finish it. It's a struggle, okay? And that is a struggle that I sometimes have. So apart from me sticking to my goal, which is to complete things that I start, is time management. So I am on a time block, and that's why I won't be spending too much time with you today. So I have to make sure that I am following my goals. I'm following my rules so I can reach my goals. All right, so the first thing that I wanted to just discuss briefly is hustle. Do you have a hustle? Like, what are you doing? Like, you just checking in regular 9 to 5 and that's just it? Like, go home, go to work, clock in, go home, go to sleep, wake up and do it all over again? Is that what you're doing? Is that what we're doing nowadays? Well, if that is what you're doing, it is time for a change. It's time for a change because, as you guys noticed, last year, we have witnessed, ain't nobody got your back but you, right? Nobody's going to secure your bag but you. And if your bag isn't secured, yeah, you already know. We don't even need to go into what could happen if your bag isn't secured. So if you really don't have a hustle, it's time to get one. Seriously. This year is the year for everyone to have some other source of income. If you got to get out there and cut grass, cut that grass. If you know how to do hair or makeup or whatever, do it. You know, turn it into a hustle, a side hustle where you're getting extra money. You know, you're not just relying on your regular 9 to 5 to make things happen. If you are just struggling with ideas, hit me up in my inbox. I might be able to help you out. You know, we're always looking for partners as well if you are interested in being a referral agent. So you can always hit me up in my inbox for that as well. So, and if you just, you know, want to do it on your own, there's a ton of resources out there. You Google everything else, you should be able to get up and Google how to hustle. You know, what are some hustles that actually work, if you want to. So whatever the case is, it is time for you to get yourself together. The reason why I am checking in with you guys today, not just because I really want to know what's going on with you, is not just because I miss you, which I really, really do, and I'm really serious, so please believe me. But the reason why I'm doing this video is because I've been thinking about something. You know, I've been hearing a lot and I've been seeing a lot, and I noticed many of my clients, they struggle with saving, right? They struggle with money. They struggle with getting out of debt. They struggle with a lot of different things. Some of you that went through my credit program, you can, you know, witness, and you can say that you have witnessed, and you can say that I don't just guide you through fixing your credit. I like to educate you on everything, whether it is how to restore your credit, you know, educate you on budgeting and saving, how to prepare yourself for buying a house, getting ready to purchase a home, or selling your home, or wills and trusts, insurance, you know, those type of things that excite me. I'm here to educate you about those things because it's time for us to really get our stuff together. I remember doing the blog. If you guys read my blog, the latest blog, I remember reading something about the Americans, like us Americans. I'm talking about the Americans like I'm a foreigner, but us Americans not having any type of savings. I mean, it was about 41% of people in America that had $1,000 or less in their savings, their emergency savings. I've been there, so I know how it is. I know how the struggle could be, you know, especially if you're trying to make ends meet and you working 1 or 2 jobs and you still trying to make ends meet. You know, your living expenses is way over whatever you're bringing in, or whatever the case may be. Maybe you have a whole bunch of things just going on. Whatever it is, I've been through it. I know how you feel, and there is a way. Even if you have income that's not consistent, right? I remember one time, and this is what brings me to really wanting to come on camera and talk about budgeting and saving. I remember this one time I had just bought this house that I'm in, and everything was good. Like, I was just like, oh, everything's new. The people done fixed everything. They said they set up the water heater tank. It was like maybe 5 years young or something, or 5 years. Does that even make sense? I don't even know. But whatever it was new. Okay. They had brought it like 5 years ago or whatever. So that was pretty good. But a couple months after being in the house, the hot water tank took a crap. It burst. Okay. Like, the hot water tank just gave up and was like, yo, I'm committing suicide. I'm out of here. So anyways, the good thing was it was in the garage, because if you ever have your hot water tank go out on you and it's inside of a utility closet inside your house, just be prepared that you're about to be soaking up some water for probably a couple days. I've been through it. I'm telling you, it's for real. But the hot water tank is in the garage, and I noticed that we didn't have hot water. Like, it wasn't like it was a loud sound or nothing. It's just that the water wasn't getting hot. So I was like, what the heck is going on? So I went in the garage and I saw that there was a puddle of water everywhere. So nothing got ruined, but you know, it was a mess. Now, as a homeowner, for all of you people who are still renting, as a homeowner, you're responsible for whatever breaks, whatever needs fixing. You just don't have somebody to call and be like, hey, I need this fixed, so you can come fix it. Now, I have this home warranty company that I normally call to do those things. I pay them every month, and they cover certain things, and they'll come out and fix it, which is very cost efficient for you. In this case, it wasn't so cost efficient. I called them and I was like, hey, you know what? My hot water tank has burst and I don't have hot water. This is an emergency. Can you get someone out? And it was like, okay, sure. We're going to set up an appointment for you. Now, a week went by and I'm like, where is this person at? So I called them up and they're like, oh, I'm sorry. Because of COVID, we have a limited amount of contractors. And we're going to reach out to them. They haven't reached out to you yet? And I'm like, no, they have not. So I finally got in touch with the contractors that this company works with. And they were like talking about it's going to be 3 weeks. So I'm thinking like 3 weeks with no hot water with young kids. Okay, nah, that's not going to happen. And I'm paying this warranty fee every month. Oh no, I'm getting real upset now, right? So, and don't get me wrong, it's not that I'm thinking about this as I'm thinking about it, and I'm like, don't get me wrong, it's not that I wouldn't take cold showers, because I have. And when I was back in my struggle days, I had to take cold showers, okay? Because our hot water tank, either we ain't have one or it just wasn't working. So whatever the case may be, I know what it's like to take cold showers. And actually, if you take a cold shower, it helps with your nervous system. So it's actually beneficial. If you get in the shower, take a nice little hot shower and then turn on the cold water a couple minutes after your shower, your hot water shower, then you would feel so much better. I'm telling you, feel extra clean. But in this case, I didn't want to go through that. I didn't want to put my kids through that. So what I did was I went out and I just was like, you know what? I'm not going to wait on this company to think or to guess that they will come in 3 weeks, but it's not really certain. So I went to Home Depot and I wound up getting a hot water tank. Now this hot water tank, they were starting at like $900 for this, and it goes off of the size of your house. So I got this hot water tank. I believe it was like $900, maybe a little bit more. And then I needed somebody to put it in. So I went to Craigslist, and I would say only go to Craigslist if that's your last resort. It used to be good back in the day, but nowadays you got some people that's just like, hey, I can fix this. And they probably ain't never fixed it. They probably don't even have their own hammer. They probably don't have their own car. You got to probably pick them up just to go and get, them to fix something for you. So, use that as your last resort. So anyways, called this guy. He came out, put the hot water heater in. That was a whole nother $400. So if you are following me, I had to come out of my pocket about $1,200. Okay. So if I did not have these savings, I would not have no options. I would not be able to, even provide for my children in a way whereas they would have hot water. It would have been a mess. And during COVID, it would have been crazy. Okay. So the first things first, you got to have some type of sort of savings. I don't care if you just have $100 just saved away. That's better than having $0, especially in a time like that. Okay. So you have to understand also that you never know when things are going to take place. You never know when craziness is about to be knocking on your doorstep. So you want to make sure that you prepare at all times. It is equally important for you to not put all your eggs in one basket. Now, some of you guys probably already heard that saying. My mom used to tell me that. And at the time, she used to tell me it was more related to relationships, right? So when she would tell me it would be like, Anita, don't put all your eggs in one basket. And as I got older, I started saying it for everything, for money, for relationships, for whatever you can think of. I'm like, don't put all them eggs in one basket. So as you can see, when it comes to savings, you cannot put all your money in one place. So that could be all in your savings account or all in your 401k, whatever it is. You need to have a diverse, you need to have a system, okay? You need to have either a savings account, a 401k, an IRA, whatever, stocks account, whatever it is. Your money need to be in different places. You need to make your money work for you. Whether you're getting insurance, having insurance on your kids is very good. Even though it doesn't make you rich quick, but if anything were to take place, or by the time they get to a certain age, you would have that money as ready and accessible for you to be able to take it out for other issues. Also, another thing would be, even if you own a house, you already know your equity, it builds up as you continue to pay your mortgage. So what I'm saying is, you need to make sure that you don't have all of your eggs in one basket. Don't just be like, oh, I'm saving, and then you putting everything in your savings account. And then the next thing you know, you like, oh, wait, where's all my money? Oh, because I got so many overdrafts in my checking account, they done took the money out of my savings, and now I ain't got nothing left, right? So we're talking about making sure that you have more than one source, if you're able to save, to protect yourself, your finances. It's so much information out there. Okay. It's so much information. And I actually enjoy talking about this stuff because I get excited about it. Like, I'm just like, what? Like, you can do this. Let me try this. Let me try this challenge, And once I started to do it, it was like, oh, okay. I'm liking this little cushion in my account. I just feel free. I mean, I don't know about you, but having money, it makes you feel free. I don't care if you just have $1,000 in your account, you're going to feel rich. You just got it sitting there chilling. You're going to feel rich, okay? You're going to be like, yes, I am straight in case something happened. Trust me. Just save $50. I bet you feel good. But yeah, like I said, there's so much information. You can go to Google, you can look up stuff, but you got to start thinking about your future. You have to start setting yourself up for success. I'm here. I'm definitely here to help anybody that wants to be helped. I don't have time for people who want to have a broke person's mentality. Somebody that's like, oh my God, like I don't have $1. But you just went to McDonald's and you just brought a $10 meal. You just bought a whole meal for $10. Okay. But you don't have $1. That's a broke person's mentality. But anyways, if you are one of those type of people that actually just need help, you're just like, you know what, I really want to do this, I'm here for you, seriously. If you're one of those people that's like, man, this ain't free, I don't want it, or I don't have the money, but you got enough money to get your hair done, your nails done, and everything did, then you can keep on scrolling past this post and read up on some other nonsense, okay? But when it comes to your budget, if you feel like you don't have enough money, or if you feel like you just don't know how to get started with saving your money, I know some people have an issue with just not the fact that they don't want to save money. It's just the fact that they have a regular income. If you have a regular income, you just need some type of strategy. You want to save, you just don't know how to save. You don't know what to start with. Oh my God, that's my stomach again. Like, what is going on with my stomach? Okay. Excuse me. Okay. All right. So if that is something that you have a question about, or something that you are dealing with, if you always are going over your budget, that was my problem. I would set a budget, and then as soon as something came up, I'll be like, oh, okay, well, I'll pay myself back. I will pay myself back next week. I'm going to spend this money today, and I'm going to pay myself back next week. And next week would come, and I'll be like, oh, I got to pay this bill, so I can't pay myself back today. I'll pay myself back the following paycheck, right? So that was my problem. I would just go over budget. If I know I had it, I would just be like, okay, I'm just going to spend it and I'll be all right. You know, this was extra money anyway, so I will be fine. So if you're like that, then you guys need to join my free e-course, okay? This is a 7-day e-course. It is self-paced, so you don't have to worry about somebody nagging you. I'm not going to spam your emails. I'm not going to overflood your emails. It's just it's going to be like one email a day for 7 days, and it's just going into details about tips, tricks, information, steps, you know, ways to provide you to get your stuff right, okay? If you feel like you are one of those people who actually you got it together and you just need a strategy, you just want to have something in front of you that you can just start plugging stuff in, I have a budgeting bundle workbook. It's $9.99. It's cheap, okay? You go and find that somewhere else. You're not going to find it for that price, especially with the type of stuff that I actually have put together for you. I know that it works because it worked for me, okay? But if you're interested in that, it's $9.99. It's just for the month of January though, so you need to go ahead and get that now. Go get it today. For those of you that already have it, thank you. Thank you so much for those of you who already have it. I thank you for supporting 7th Avenue. And I hope that you like it. If you have any questions or you got some feedback, just let me know. I will listen to it. I value your feedback. If you're trying to get it, click on the link in my bio. It should be, I don't know what number it is on the bio, but it should say something like budgeting bundle. Okay. If you're trying to get the e-course, just go to Budget to Bucks e-course. That should be under the budgeting bundle or before the budgeting bundle, but whatever the case is, click on the link. You'll be able to see everything there. If you were trying to sign into the e-course, there was a problem with the link originally. It was pointing to the original website because it was actually not a free e-course. But for the month of January, I'm like, I need to get this out and I need y'all to sign up because this is some real stuff and we got to get right because times is winding up and we do not need to be caught with our pants down. Okay. Not literally, but you know what I'm saying. All right. So that link was fixed. So if you need to grab that, you want to join the free e-course, it's free. You don't have to do nothing. Just put your email in there and everything else will work on its own. And then you'll start to work on budgeting and saving and understanding how to do those things. But that link has been fixed. So go ahead and click on it. It's super awesome. It's fully loaded and it's very personable. I get personable in the e-course. So it's not one of those generic type of things where you're like, oh, I'm just reading this. Oh, the steps. I can find this information on Google. No, you can't. Okay. So click on the updated link and join. Join the countless others that have already joined. For those of you who have already joined and that have already brought the ebook, like I said, thank you so much for your continued support. I could not do any of this without God and without you. And I am so grateful. I'm so thankful. But you guys, that is my time. I have to go. So I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day and rest of your evenings, wherever you are in the world. Thank you and God bless.